Hey everyone, welcome to another commentary video, guys. So today I'm going to be playing Orianna versus Cassio. And so in this matchup, this guy actually I'm versing is a pro player. He actually recently went to NA and he got like top 10. He was like a thousand LP or something. So he's a pretty good player. So we'll see how this pans out. Um, Again, one really good habit I recommend for you guys to get into is when you jump into the game, don't just mindlessly wait till the minions spawn. Really good habit to get into is assess roughly how you want to play the early laning phase and what your ideal first base would be. For me, since versing Cassio, any form of short trade is really good. Since he has Conqueror, he's going to be looking to take extended trades. I don't have to worry too much in the early game since he will go if he tries to like run me down the lane. So this early laning phase shouldn't be too bad. So ideally, what I want to be doing is getting a nice base, say around a Amplifying Tomb and a Dark Seal, or even Amplifying Tomb and Sapphire Crystal, something like that. Um, Dark Seal will just give me I like Dark Seal at the moment just for a bit of extra lane pressure, but and then I like to think about jungle matchup. I'm versing a Sejuani, so there's not really going to be many early ganks. So it looks like I'm just going to be able to farm out this early game. I don't have much threat onto this Cassio, but I'm just going to look to farm out, try and get to my Ludens as far, or at least my Lost Chapter as fast as possible. So a few things you want to be doing is looking to proc your mana flow band as much as you can. He can't chase me, otherwise he'll just go So he's probably looking to just get a little bit of damage off for a bit of pressure. But for me, I'm just happy to do the same. Just keep queuing him whenever I can. Proc that mana flow. And I don't want to give him a completely free lane, because if I give him a free lane, he's just going to get to tier for free, and I don't really want to let that happen. Now he has level 2 advantage because he has a little bit of an minion lead, so I'm just going to respect just a touch. Just a good habit to get into as well is just if they get level 2, just play a bit patient, wait till you get the level 2 also. If he hits that poison, just got to respect that. Not too fussed about how this early game is going to play out. It's pretty self-explanatory as long as I don't have to burn any summoners. Don't get ganked, farm up. And he knows also I have a Kayn jungle, so he can actually play quite aggressive since Kayn's early ganks are quite poor. He's used all 3 corrupting pots, so he's going to probably look to base soon. I don't even know if that's a good game plan when playing when Cassio, because you really want to get to your tier. So he doesn't have much. He has the same amount of gold as me, so he doesn't even have enough gold for tier yet since he started corrupting not mana crystal. And even though he's playing really greedily right now in like this poor position in the lane, it won't matter. Purely because again, he's versing a Kayn jungle. There's not much we can do to him right now. Seems like Sejuani's done like a standard bot to top pass, so as long as I lean to my jungle on the bot side. So ideally right now I would like to time my base with a time my base for a just an early base recall. Should be fine. I'm leaning to my jungle here, so notice there I'm just leaning to the side where my jungler's on, so even if they try to gank me like that, it's just not going to work. We'll just try and get this wave in. Oh no, the cannon. Missing a lot of CS here. So I'm just going to base and get one of my few early items like Dark Seal and maybe a Mana Crystal or something like that. So he's going to come back with tier. So I'm actually going to I'm going to be able to stat check him when I get back here. I'm actually going to TP because I want to use... I like swapping my teleport out for another summoner because I'm running Unsealed Spellbook, and it's going to also force his TP out as well here. I'm just going to shove this wave in to make sure he's forced to teleport. And then I'm going to look to get some deep vision on the bot side here while I have an opportunity. He's teleporting back, so I have a little bit of a window here to get some deep vision. It's really good habit to get into is not sit on 2 wards because, you know, it's not really time efficient. You always want one of them going off cooldown. So now what I like to do is just assess the item situation. He has tier, sorry, which means that I will be able to stat check him for a little bit. But again, I need to be thinking, what sort of trades do I want to take? He wants extended trades to be able to chase me down, and I don't want that. I want to be able to just do short trades and utilize my range advantage like that. Like this, that's the sort of trades I'm looking for. So I just want to swing my ball over whenever I can. And now, once I get this blue buff, trades will get a lot easier. Like level 9 Orianna with Lost Chapter and blue buff, that's when I'll start to kind of pop off. But until then, it's going to be quite hard to get some sustained damage. I mean, some considerable poke onto him. So again, he really shouldn't be able to play like that, given my whole team's just in the bot river like that. When you verse champions with Conquerors, got to be conscious of their Conqueror stacks. Really want this blue buff. It's going to help me play this lane a lot differently. So he's actually used all of his corrupting pots right now. So that's he's spamming. I don't know why he's choosing to do that. He's choosing to play this very aggressive style. It's not a big deal for me. I've still got one corrupting bot, one biscuit. He might actually look to base here. What I can actually do is I can actually I could freeze, but I also want to base. And the reason I also want to base is because I really need my last chapter. Sorry. Lost chapter on Orianna is a really big spike. So I can actually keep him in lane though. Right now, I have blue advantage. So me keeping him in lane, as long as I don't get ganked at the moment. So I should definitely look to swap my summoners out as well. Pull him back. I might be dead though. Oh, I should have swapped to. So my biggest mistake there is that I didn't actually swap out to heal. I was focused on commentating too much, I think. But I really like swapping out to heal. Reason being, he didn't take ignite, and heal is good for two reasons. It's good because it can be used offensively and defensively. In my personal experience, because of the movement speed, it allows you to play, close the gap. And it looks like they're trying to kill Cassio under tower here. But it turned out okay. But he dies. Cassio gets a kill here. Because I have tempo, he's going to be dead for quite a while. I get to shove out here, and this is an opportunity for me to actually either go for a roam, get some deep vision, or get a tower plate. What I'm going to actually do is we're going to do two things, kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to try and get a plate, and I'm also going to get some deep vision here. Since Dragon's probably the next objective, and it seems like a pretty chaotic bot side of the map, I'm just going to use my deep vision on the bot side. I'm going to chuck a pink in the river here as well. So I think me and Kane are stronger than Cassio and Sedge at the moment. Yeah, so my mistake, what I was saying before is, again, you need to be looking to swap to heal ASAP as soon as you can, and preferably that teleport, because you really want that heal up when possible. I'm not going to be able to defend this because my jungler showed top, and their jungler has tempo. So they might be looking to Sejuani's here. I just got to be careful. So now I've got my Lost Chapter. I can start to actually abuse this Cassio, play a little bit more aggressively like this. Stand in the middle of the lane. As long as I don't get, because I don't have cleanse, I just got to be a little careful. Sejuani can just jump over that little ledge. So you need to be constantly thinking about threats. You really want to limit dying on Orianna, because CS and XP is super important. So I'm just going to lean to the top side a little bit here, because I'm assuming Sedge is on bot side. I'm actually just going to chuck a ward on top side here. Oh, there's Sejuani. I'm not going to ward top side then. Yeah, Sejuani's looking for a gank potentially. Just going to lean to my top side. I'm actually going to try and shove in. Don't even know if I needed to flash. I think I was actually out of that. So one thing I should have done a little bit better there is should have leaned more onto top side, and I should have played for wave, knowing that my top laner, I mean my jungler is actually on this rift tower, so I don't need to play aggressively right now. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm just gonna ward over this ledge for my jungler here, just in case Sejuani decides to walk into river. Now there's really not much threat onto me, so I'm just gonna play for wave. And I want to look to reset. He wants to look to reset as well. Bros for this dragon in 35 seconds. I'm going to quickly reset. I want to ping this because I don't want to give it up. I'm going to go for a pink here. He's rifting top. They're probably going to have control over this. He's gone for a roam. Not really much I can do about it if he decides to roam because my jungler's trading sides of the map. So my bot lane actually should have backed up off there, but not much we can do. If they trade kills, it's really good for us. Something I need to think about here is that Cassio went for that roam and actually died, which means that I have a lot of opportunity right now to either get tower chip, deep vision, or try and fend them off even dragon if they do that. So I'm actually going to try and go for a tower chip here. So you need to be always thinking, what do you want to do with that time you've gotten? I'm gonna get this. So what I want to do, I actually want to do this on the back end. Maybe we can get a plate here. Alright, we can get dragon as well. So I'm going to move my he's got his conquest, we've got to be careful here. He's oh my god, blitzcrank. Okay. Ends up being okay. I don't have my E yet. Alright. I'm just gonna go... Oh, I can't help them there. They don't need me. I'm just gonna go back mid here and try and shove. Deny as much CS as possible from Cassio. So that was a good fight. Like, I knew that it was gonna be a pretty good fight there. Cassio ended up flashing, so I'm gonna try and time that. Especially versus any immobile mage, you really need to be timing those summoners, so it's gonna be roughly around 17 mid-flash. So I know if I'm in Cassio's position, I'm versing a Camille, Nautilus, these type of champions. Them knowing that he doesn't have flash is really big. So I'm actually gonna base, get my Ludens and TP. There's a ward there, unfortunately. Just gonna ping my teleport, let them know I'm gonna TP. I really don't want to give this dragon. I want to save up for my my boots. I don't really want to actually. Yeah, I'm gonna get an Amp Flying Tomb. So I'm probably gonna go for a Leandris or a Morello second. Most likely Leandris because they don't have any healing. Just gonna put a defensive pink over here. I'm gonna swap this out for a cleanse because it seems like the main threat for me is actually Sejuani. Don't think there's much we can do because he just based. I'm actually gonna go for a roam top. So the reason I'm going for a roam top, there's no wave mid. I've already got that wave in, and I might be able to catch him off here. Yeah, because he really can't punish me here, so I might be able to get a quick sneaky little kill here. So the reason that was like a very simple roam, I saw Cassio go onto the bot side. It seemed like we're most likely going to give the dragon up anyway because Kayn based really late. So I just decided to just go for a roam rather than try and contest the dragon. So while I'm here, a good habit to get into is just shove it out. I'm not going to walk down there. And this is how, on mages, when you go for a roam, you stay relevant in farm and mid-game. If you ever make a play or go for a roam or something, you really want to try and get in the habit of catching the wave nearby. So this is how you kind of, yeah, stay on the pulse in terms of CSing. I just want to check if that blue's up. It's up. So I might be able to sneak this. This is really bad for my tempo, but I think denying this off Cassio and getting it on me is pretty big. Alright, so I'm gonna get this plant. I can actually head down to this dragon. I actually can't believe they were able to defend that, so Even though this Yasuo is 1 and 4, he's still doing work. Classic Yasuo. Int, then pop off. Or int, then just continue to int. Just want to secure this dragon here, back them up, make sure I've just zoned them off a little bit. Get a deep ward while I'm here. They don't need me. Again, I need to assess, as Orianna, you got to take into account, it's really hard for you to get to these fights. So if I go there, I don't really want to give Cassio that room. And I didn't think that was going to be an extended fight, but it looks like it was, so maybe that was a mistake. I want to look for a chunk here. I'm just going to ult for a chunk. So yeah, it's just a standard play sitting on the side. Wait for him to rotate, pretend you're rotating and get a nice little pick off. Alright, I'm just going to back up here. I've got a lot of golds. Remind everyone that Cassio still doesn't have flash. I'm actually going to go for a Leandri's next. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go for a Leandri's. I like Leandri's purely. Actually, I'm going to go for Leandri's and this. No, I'm not that. I'm actually going to go for Mercs. So the reason I'm going Mercs is because the way I try to assess this is okay, do I need Magic Pen in my build? Well, given that I'm the only single AP damage source on my team, it's very unlikely that they're going to stack a lot of MR. So I don't really need Sorks. If I need Magic Pen later, I can just go for Avoid stuff. But it's not going to be urgent in my build. Next, do they have a lot of CC? Yes. So, you know, between Senna, Cassio, and get me off. Oh man, that was annoying. I wasn't. I feel like I should have just been playing patient there because both of my side laners were pushing outside, so that's a bit of a autopilot there while I was talking. Anyway, and then they have a lot of chain CC, and then the other boots that you could also consider is Tarbis if they have a lot of auto attack based champions, and that's really not the case this game since it's Cassio's Sejuani. So I feel like Mercs was definitely the right choice. So it seems like he just flashed there, so I'm going to time that for him. In terms of lane assignments here, I think it's beneficial that I actually just stay mid because Yasuo wants to be in the side. Yeah. And notice how on Orianna, you have to kind of play quite greedy. I should have been pinging this whole thing off honestly because I'm just dead. There's really nothing we can do. So since they're all up there, I might be able to quickly sneak this mid tower. So me dying there that really cost my team big time. Oh, this is a risky. I can't get it. So I'm just gonna hover onto this. I gotta be very, very careful right now. Just gonna hover down here. Just gonna ward onto one side. Looks like they're probably gonna play for Rift, but I want to look for a sneak play on Senna if she walks through here. She's gonna look to try and bait here. I really want this blue when it's up. I'm gonna go for this blue. I really want to play for this dragon next. This is the objective that I have my eyes on here. I'm farming pretty decently this game. 174 by 19. This is like where you want to be with Orianna. Just because the enemy gets roams off, if you're up in CS, you're going to be able to out-team fight them and out-skirmish them. Ooh. So what are we doing now? No. I don't want to go top here. Oh man. The reason I don't want to go top here because it's so close to Dragon, and I really don't. I want to be here for control. I don't want to TP in as Orianna. Sorry for the lighting, guys, because my The bulb in my room's actually broken, so the lighting's actually quite poor right now. You have to bear with me. I'm just gonna stay here for dragon. I'm just gonna give top tower. This is getting Cassio back in the game, but I'm sacrificing this for potentially a dragon, which I think is very valuable since we already have two. I'm ghosting. Got hooked there. Probably had to just wait for the probably just had to wait for Yasuo. I got TP when I'm up though. I thought we're just gonna go on to Sejuani, but it just put myself in a really bad position there. I shouldn't have followed up. So that's just poor team fighting as Orianna. You really need to be playing these fights front to back. You don't want to be coming in from the side. You don't want to be coming in from a flank or like I was coming in from a really awkward position there. I have TP when I'm up, but I think it might be gone. We'll see. Cassio does not have flash. So I'm gonna help them out. I missed the smite. I'm gonna come in here with a TP. Might be in trouble here though. Alright. While I'm down here again, remember taking my advice, just get the farm that's closest to you. This is how you don't get really far behind. So I'm actually gonna try and sneak a little bit more farm here, maybe even these Krugs, because I really need to just make sure I'm not falling behind. No, they're gone. Gonna chuck a ward here just for the sake of having a deep ward. And I'm actually gonna swap to exhaust. Oh man. Might be out here. They must have been warded. Which was weird. So this center's really fed. I gotta be careful of this center. Even though Yasuo's 1 and 7, we still have strong team fighting, and we scale pretty well this game. Now I've got my Leandries. I just want to push out the side. I've let Cassio get back in the game quite a lot here by giving her that farm on the side before we're prepping for dragon and me dying there, so that cost me quite a bit this game. But that was just the choice I made. So again, as Orianna right now, you really want to be making sure that you're trying to stay up in farm. And look to play these fights front to back. That's my next thing in my mind is I got to be really careful how I want to play these fights. Just because my Kayn and Camille are like diving in, I can't really follow them up. Just gonna put some defensive wards here. I want this guy to hover me here. So this is like good jungling here, hovering your laner, your mid laner while you shove, knowing that I'm pretty vulnerable. I don't know where Cassio is, just gotta be careful. Oh. Oh, we got him though. I don't know if did he flash over the wall? I don't even know if he flashed there. That's very strange. I'm actually gonna go for a Banshees next. Because I think the Banshee's Veil is going to come really handy versus Sejuani and this Blitzcrank. And it's going to help me with MR for this Cassio. So I feel like I'm not able to play these fights slow, in my opinion. You could either go Banshees or you could go Rabadons. Either or are like kind of fine. It's more about what you feel like, how you feel like the fights are actually going. Like, I really want to go against following like an OPGG build. You should be feeling the game out as it goes along. And, you know, as this game seems pretty hectic and it's not just a calm front to back, just with the champions in the game. So if I felt like I had plenty of frontline and I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to have plenty of peel, then I probably wouldn't go Banshees. But I don't feel like that's going to be the case this game. Alright. This is getting pretty hectic. Alright, he flashed. That's Sedge flash, which is very big. And reminder, when you have Leandries, you know, you're in combat for a while, you do quite a lot of damage. And another tip here is why you're getting blue, because jungle camps spawn a lot quicker. It'd be a good habit to get into. Is just farm the camps around. Knowing that Yasuo is dead, there's really not much we can do. So farming these camps is gonna help you scale into mid game, mid to late game quite well. Please don't take my farm. Just gonna chuck a sneaky ward here. Clear some pinks. I got my. I might actually swap this out for a heal. Because I feel like this next fight around Dragon, I need to get this wave and then go straight to Dragon. And I'm gonna probably this heal's probably gonna come in handy. All right, this fight is probably the game, honestly. So I'm pretty strong. Just got to make sure I'm grouped with the team at the moment. Like this. I think we can actually do this. This Baron. I think we actually can do Baron here. And Camille's gonna solo that, maybe? Nah, we can't do this. We can't do this. This is a bad call. There's no way. The reason I don't think that's the right call is I'm pretty sure GP has ult, and if GP has ult, then it's going to be quite messy. He's soloing that, so I can just stay on top side here. Might be able to back him up. Maybe not. Nah, he's dead as hell. So I'm just going to keep mid-shove while I'm here. Cassio is quite strong, so I definitely can't let her get it on me in these fights. They're starting it, I think. I can't. Right in these fights, you need to assess the threat, and Blitzcrank is a huge threat on me right now. We can maybe clean this up. I've healed him. Nice. So notice how I was assessing the threat, and for me the threat was Blitzcrank Hook. Once I dodged that Blitzcrank Hook, I tried to get the damage off on the back line, because I knew Camille and then were most likely going to come up. It's not too bad. It's probably the best of a worst situation, given that Yasuo got caught inside. I'm actually going to see if I can quickly sneak this blue buff in the meantime here, because they all are not alive yet. This could be risky if they TP, but I think I should be fine. And we've got 3 dragons, so we can actually just play for a 4th dragon this game. So now I've got a lot of gold. I can get my Banshees, and I'm just going to build next. They don't have much MR, so I can just build towards the Rabadons. I'm going to sell my... I'm actually going to sell my... I'm going to sell my Dark Seal. And the reason is, I might actually... That Corrupting Pot might come in handy at some point if I get poked out a little bit. I could even go Zonya's, but I think that's just too defensive. Because since I already have Banshees, I have a bit of HP from my Leandries. I've got Merc Treads. I've got Summon a Spellbook I can change. I'm actually going to swap this out for a Barrier. Since I'm not going to be using this to teleport very much. Teleport's more of like an early to mid game thing for lane, especially on Orianna. If you're playing a split pusher, it's a different story. Because I don't want to be coming in late to a fight. This is a bit scary here. Nah, I don't want to do that. Just want to farm out some Rabadons, I guess. Play these front-to-back fights. I outrange Cassio, which is good, and she doesn't have any MR, so I can shred her. I don't know how Senna scales compared to Yasuo, so we'll see how this goes. I get my blue buff. Even though I have 40% CDR, I think just might as well. We just gotta play for this. Really not much we can do. We can't siege on them. They have too much engage. Remember farming the camps when you're nearby. This is how you kind of stay up and farm. I get that question asked a lot. So now I'm at 200. I'm at pretty pretty good CS level so far. This Banshee is definitely coming in handy, so I'm not really scared to catch waves anymore. From the rogue Blitzcrank hook. I might be able to potentially get my Rabadons even before this. I actually can. I'm going to get this wave in base. I'm going to base. This is really big for me. I'm going to sell this, get my Rabadons, and actually get a pink. This is huge. And I'm going to swap this out for a blue trinket. Blue trinket just scales a little bit better. Sees those empty pockets of vision that you can't go, you can't face check. So this is pretty much, this is where you want to be as Orianna. I've done what I can to get to this point, even though my bot lane got pretty shut down. But okay, so now what I'm thinking about is I want to control these choke points. You really want to control these choke points when you play like this. You want to put your ball here, and you want to make it hard for them to walk through. This is what's really good about Orianna, about these choke points. Make it really hard for them to walk through. Ideally, I want to have this mid shoved as well. I don't want to let this Blitzcrank pop my Banshees. Oh, he's diving on the backline here. I don't know about this one. So I just got to be very conscious. I got to keep playing these fights front to back here. Oh, I got hooked. I didn't think that was going to reach me. I had my W on there. Camille, play slower. Because I want them to walk into chokes. So I just want to play for Baron. We just got to we've got to give that dragon definitely. But we're going to be up for this dragon, which is good. So another quick tip here: as it gets to late game, I really, if you feel like it's just going to be decided off of one fight, I highly recommend just getting a stopwatch. Even though you may not finish your Zhonya's, or you may not even get Zhonya's at all, stopwatch could just be really good for one fight. It's good to point out that GA is also down on center. This could be a big fight here. It looks like they're TPing in, so I'm actually going to TP as well here. Might as well. Get there a bit faster. They're starting it. I'm just going to ghost. Stopwatch. This could be the play. Me and Kane, front to back. Hopefully it's not GG. That was a close fight. I don't know where Yasuo was in that fight, but they may not be able to end there. Their jungler wasn't even on the Baron there. I swear we could have got Baron. See, notice how much stopwatch come in handy that fight? This Blitzcrank's actually really screwing me over. Can still win. Bot lane's having a roughie, but I feel like we can still win these fights. Like, we scale well. We've got a Camille. So I'm actually going to probably swap out this stopwatch for a... I'm actually probably just going to go for a Void Staff. Are they going to go for an end? No, they can't end. Oh, you know what? I actually think Zhonya's is the play. They have no MR, and Zhonya's, if I get hooked, it actually could save me and the team, save the team fight. The good thing about it is that they don't have enough dragons to get the Dragon Soul. It's going to take a while for Elder to spawn, which is really good. We're going to be able to stall this out. So again, I just want to be constantly thinking about how I want to play these fights. Who are the threats on me? The main threats, Sejuani, I guess, for his ultimate, and Blitzcrank Cook. And making sure Cassio can't... But I can just keep Cassio at arm's length. Oh. Could be good. Here we go. Nice. Holy moly. Just gotta be careful here. Senna just one taps me. Holy shit, Senna's popping off. I haven't seen a late game Senna before like this. The range is insane. I'm definitely glad I got this Zhonya's. I definitely need some armor going on here. I'm gonna swap to exhaust. Hopefully they can't end. Nautilus and Yasuo are up soon. I don't think they can end. Maybe Cassio can. No, Cassio doesn't have teleport. I think we're good. Come on, Yasuo. Just gotta play for this next dragon. I think Yasuo might have GA now. Oh, he has GA now, which is really good for us. I've got full build, nothing else I can build. The Zhonya's is going to be pretty big for me. Allows me, I can actually play like a Psycho. I can even just flash on this center or somehow. But I think I just want to play fights slow. Kane should be getting quite fed as well. Camille's GA is down. It's going to be a tough fight here. It's got to be thinking about where they're going to come from. This is going to be tough. They're probably just camping in here. Yeah. Camille's looking to split, which is pretty nice. Just gotta be careful of Cassio here. Oh, we stole the Baron. We got the soul. Nice. Just gotta avoid this GP barrel. Flash. Think we can end. There we go. I got the triple. I think we can end off this. Using this bot wave. Nice. So notice how I played slow there. Waited for my team. Played around my ultimate. I exhausted whoever was near me, to be honest. I couldn't really get in range of the backline. It was a really solid game. I hope that you guys learned a lot from it. Again, kind of assessed the Orianna fundamentals and shows how keeping a cool head as well at the same time, you know. And a lot of these things are applicable to any champion you're playing, but I think this is a really good game to kind of show you the strength of Orianna. And this is a high elo game, so you know, if I can do it in these type of games, you guys can definitely do it in your games. Alright, cheers, thanks for watching, bye.